Hello! Just probably going to be doing a very simple stream. Not very long. Just planning to do a short one today because I don't know if I'll have time later. So we're just continuing the mansion from the past, 4 streams? Simple enough. Nothing too interesting. We'll have it so the Spotify is not too loud. And I guess we'll just get right into it then. Simple enough. I'm definitely turning it down in my ears though because there we go. Okay. First of all, hold on. I now have my cheats so I can actually change the weather. Sure, we'll have it sunny. Let it play for like literally a few seconds. Hold on. Actually, pause. Pause. Lock these doors. Lock for absolutely everyone because I don't want anyone entering the house at the moment. Lock for everyone. And then there's the downstairs area. We don't want anyone, literally anyone, entering any of this while I sort shit out. Okay. Okay, we just have to like wait a moment for... Come on, Sunny. Please. There we go. It's slowly becoming a nice sunny day. There we go. And now I can actually see what I'm doing and it's not so gloomy looking. See, I am wondering now whether I put the mansion on this area, like move it here and then, you know. But otherwise the garden's just going to like constantly... Oh wait, no, the garden... Yeah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Yeah, nothing to worry about. The garden will be in the sunlight for the afternoon and in the evening. Oh, that is actually really nice. Hold on. Like the entire thing in the evening, like as the sun's setting, they can like sit down in the garden. Yes, this is perfect. Okay. And then obviously on a night, simple looking. Oh, and then on a morning, oh, that looks so amazing. Like from up on my balcony, I'll be able to see everything perfectly. It'll be great. Gonna be perfect. Okay. So I need... Okay, wait, what am I doing? Okay, I guess I should finally do the kitchen, seeing as it's the only thing left on this floor, and I want to get... Because obviously... So, last stream I did Alfred's little area, which last night, during Kate's stream, I'd already like ended stream and everything. I actually got sorted. Oh, hi, thank you! Yes, so... Hold on, what was I talking about? Yes, so... yesterday, Kate's stream was busy... I ended up actually playing more Sims afterwards, but in a different save, and I got our version of Alfred sorted, right? And yeah, so his name is Colt, and I'll be sorting out the main girls later. It is. But yeah, so these are like the base. So in in the other save, I got it all sorted. Kate's now officially a vampire in the other save, and I'll be crossing it over, updating them when we actually start playing. I'll sort that out. But I've gotten like a few of the skills sorted and like gotten them to a level where, you know, it'll be interesting to play. But yeah, Kate's a vampire, we've got me as a werewolf, and then Froggy is actually a mermaid, but I'm debating on whether I might change it to something else. I don't know yet. And then Colt is a spellcaster. So our version of Alfred is Colt, C-O-L-T. And honestly, he looks really good. I'm really happy with him. It's technically a sim that I previously made. I previously made him, and I used him as like a base sim, and then changed bits and pieces until I was like, yes, this is our version of Alfred. This is what I want. Anyway, but yeah, so last stream we got yes, exactly, our Alfred and oh wait, I missed some wallpaper. Our Alfred in our little back cave. Actually, you know what? Let's zoom out real quick. And then tab. Oops, shoot. Hi. Oh wait, hold on. What is with that? Ignore it. Okay. It just keeps throwing me up there, never mind. G. Be fast, would ya? It's gonna take forever. I hate this. Hold on. Okay, there. Okay, so you Colt would enter this area. Then there's the laundry room. I wanted to make it last night as good working conditions as I could possibly create for him. So he's literally got loads of space. He's even got like his little table to like sit and fold laundry if he'd prefer to sit. But yeah, I've got like literally everything sorted. I am going to attempt to play with laundry. I don't know how well that's going to go later on when we actually start playing, but we shall find out. And then we have the boiler and the electric box from... Oh, I probably shouldn't be moving the camera so much. From For Rent. And then... I really don't like that that's bright orange, but there's nothing I can do about it. Then we have Colt's actual, like... his little, like, mini apartment sort of space, right? So we've got his, like, kitchen, little clock on the wall. Everything's, like, really cute, really simple. His little phone for if, you know, house calls and stuff. He's got a little sitting area with some, like, coffee and speaker, little radiator. I was very upset when I realized last night that, I can't put a window in his like main living space because it would require like a little room being created to like access the top. So as you can see, it's like that. Oh shit, I messed it up now. Okay, that should be fine now. Anyway, but yeah, it would require a room, and sadly, for a window to be here, that room would then be right under the stairs, which just not gonna work, sadly. So can't have a window in here, but it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't mind. He spends most of his time upstairs anyway. He gets just as good a bathroom as us upstairs, obviously. He's got a little TV, his bed. His shoes are kept in the ottoman. That is something I'm adamant on. He keeps his shoes in the ottoman because... So the technical reason is because I couldn't fit the shoe rack there. That is the technical reason. But for law purposes, he keeps his shoes in the ottoman, and then he just changes his shoes there. His wardrobe, and then he's got a little desk space. I'm going to have Kate, once we start playing, I'm going to have Kate do some paintings so he can have some actual decor, because I know I want something on that wall there and probably on this wall as well, so maybe some landscape paintings, something like that. But yeah, this is going to really annoy me, the fact that the door's orange but like outside it's brown. It'll be fine. It's fine. Okay. Go upstairs. Yeah. Okay. I'm literally like on the floor. Stop that. Whoa. Okay. Everything's fine. Anyway, but yeah, so... Oh! What is happening? What have I done to my game? Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Okay, we're fine. No! What have I done? Okay, where am I? I'm like under thing. Okay, there. No. What have I done? Bro. Okay, there and then there. Did that fix it? There we go, we fixed it, it's fine. Anyway, moving swiftly along. We're just gonna do the kitchen. We're gonna do the kitchen. Technically we already have quite a lot of stuff, but you know, it's fine. We need clutter, like a lot of clutter. Also, the sink is no longer there. Ah, yes. Stuff moves around often. Okay. That there. Control Shift C, bb.move objects on. There we go. I'm thinking we have this here in the kitchen, but I'm not really sure, because I really like the idea of having like a really old phone just in the kitchen. I think that's quite a cute idea, but I don't know exactly, so you know, maybe. Okay, let's see. Appliances. Okay. Let's see. We need microwave. I do want a coffee machine somewhere, so I'm wondering whether I should attempt something. Because like technically that blocks the window and I really don't want it to block the window. So I don't know. I could do a little sort of like coffee nook over here, I suppose. And then we just fix it on top with a cabinet. See, it's sorted. And then I can have that over there. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay. I think we'll have some pots and pans maybe above there. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. Do we bother having like dishes on display? Yeah, why not? Okay, I just need to go through and like collect a bunch of clutter now, and then I can always get rid of anything I don't plan on, well, end up actually using. We can have that, and then let's see. Tea for the coffee nook. Some utensils. Actually, no. Let's have an older looking one when we find it. You can probably have the pans. Mortar bowl. It is a mortar. Yeah. I'm great at English. Okay, then we could do that. See, I have a lot of things that I like putting in like kitchens, and I really like cluttering. I like a lot of clutter. Clutter's great. Okay. We've already got that one. That one. I got distracted. What am I looking at? I zoned out for like a split second there. I mean, I could size that down and use that as well. What else? I don't think we need the mug thing because we have that there. Could try to do some wine stuff. Oh, that's right. I could use a wine rack somewhere. Maybe in the back here. Like in this little walk-through area. We just have wine. I don't know. We'll see. I'll debate on whether I'll put an actual wine rack thing. See, I enjoy doing clutter so much that I love having my Sims builds look like they lived in, you know? So I've slowly learnt over a long period of time how to do clutter slowly but surely. A lot of practice. Because like I just find a bunch of stuff, like obviously you can see this is a lot of stuff, but then I'll go through it and like put it in like certain places and I'll work out like where it needs to be for me to like it. I'm wondering if we leave that open or not. Yes, we'll leave it open. At least for now. That there like that. That ends up clipping. I don't like that ends up clipping. Okay, hold on. Technically it's not clipping. Hold on, move that out of my way. Okay, yeah, that still has plenty of space to go behind there. There. And then the dark ones. Honestly, maybe that one. Yeah, that looks nice. Think. Let's see. Technically, I'm not really sure if I even need this much stuff out on display. But we shall see. Okay. I definitely think this would be quite nice in like this sort of area here. So hold on. Move that. And then yeah, maybe actually just have it this way. Have that like that. And then this one. No, don't clip. Don't clip, don't jump. There. And then let's see, what's next? We could have this over here-ish. Okay. Okay, this is actually probably a good question. Should we have the fruitcake or the baked goods? Just like the array of baked goods. Because I like how simple the fruitcake one is, however, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we used it in here. So, actually, I've just answered my own question. There we go. Let's see. Didn't I just put this over there? Yeah, I did, so we can get rid of that. Then we could move that over. There we go. And then okay, we're gonna use a trick here because obviously I do love my tricks. Okay. Then that can move along, and this can then get placed. Okay, so whoops, that's the wrong thing. Nope, it doesn't want to. There. Okay, so we could, yeah, honestly that will probably work quite well. Literally like right there. Maybe move it over a tiny bit so it sits better on top of the microwave. Microwave. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. And then we could change the color to a nice dark brown. Ta-da! Okay. Then let's see what else. That there. That sits quite nicely under there actually. And then this. Alright. See, for some reason, the amount of times that I use this like on top of counters and things, it doesn't actually sit on top of, like, it doesn't clip to... Clip? I don't know if that's the right word. It doesn't, like... I think it is clip. It doesn't clip to the correct, like, counters, right? So, I usually just do something like this with it. See? It's all like cluttered into like one area, but that's fine. I'm not 100% sure about the eggs or the wine at the moment. We'll see. But what I am thinking is this needs to go somewhere. So honestly, might just put it like over here. Oh wait, there's another thing. It should be around the same area, I think. I'm pretty sure it's miscellaneous. I think it's also base game, so that might be easier if I do that, like filter it quick. Obviously loads of CC at the moment because I've just gone and put my CC back in. There should be... Huh, not in here. Maybe it's in sculptures. No. Clutter? I thought it was in miscellaneous, but maybe it is clutter. Yeah, because these are in clutter as well. So yeah. I want that. And then... yeah, there. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, then... See, now I am quite tempted to use this still, even though there's not really a space for it now, is there? I suppose it could just go right there. There's nothing really stopping it from going here. That one's pretty cute. Wait, we need to make sure she's not clipping. There we go. Whoops. That didn't work. There. There we go. And then... actually, I might put it this side. There we go. Because you want to try and keep as many counters completely free as possible, but this should count perfectly fine as like a free a free counter. And then obviously this is definitely a free counter. That's a free counter that they can actually cook on. This might count as a free counter. Yes, it should, because this is barely touching it. This one I'm not 100% sure about, but, you know, we shall see. But yeah, I think that's it, pretty much, clutter-wise, at least for now. Actually, I am tempted to... Wait, it should be in clutter, and then it's all the way down at the bottom. Spice rack. Lovely spice rack. There we go. And then I can move that over and do that. See? And the microwave will still be usable. So there's that at least. Then I'm trying to see, is there anything else? What else? Obviously curtains, we need curtains. I'm just gonna raise this up. There you go. And then this one should just be able to do that. Or should I do like drapey curtains for that one? We'll see, hold on. Actually I don't need something unused. No, we're not using those. Could use these. I use them in every build though, don't I? No. No. You know what, let's just leave it as is. I kind of like how it is right now. We'll leave it as is. Then we need... Honestly, we could probably just have something plain, really. Plain and simple. Something like that there, and then have a fun sort of wall. Fun sort of wall. It's not really fun, is it? But like that on either side, maybe? Nope, not what I was trying to copy and paste. Whoops. How about that? Then this feels like it needs to change to something. That works. There we go. Simple enough. Okay, then we need a small rug of some kind. Something simple. Literally just like right there. There we go. Now deciding about the wine. Horse Ranch. Not what I meant to click, thanks. Does. See, because there's not really anywhere in here that I can fit it. Although I suppose I could. No, that's not gonna look nice. Again, there's not really space, is there? Maybe I can pop it somewhere else. I don't know where, but no, it's not really anywhere. We'll pretend there's a hidden wine rack somewhere here. We'll pretend. Although, I suppose we could. Move that across and that a little across. And then we can have like a wine thing down here. That way we still get our wine. There we go. Plenty of wine. How we get hold of the wine, I don't know, because we don't make it, so we'll pretend. It's Sims. It's pretty much plain dolls. It's fine. Anyway, okay. Let's see. So, do I deem this room done? That is the question. Right. 2 there. There's still a thing here. Hold on. Could do that, or we go with this Horse Ranch one. Yes. Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. That's actually... Huh. Could do that one. No. Absolutely not. No, we're not doing that. That one, maybe? No. It'll be fine. It's fine. Okay. We need a nice light for the back room area. There we go. We'll do that one. Because like the way I'm thinking is this door and this door is only accessible by the household and obviously the butler. So if someone, say, like a guest needs to go to the bathroom, they would come through the library and to the bathroom, rather than through the kitchen. You know? Makes sense. In my head it makes sense, at least. But yeah. Okay, then I guess that's the first floor done. So we have the basement done, the first floor done, and the third floor done. Although I am tempted quickly just to add some seating up here. It doesn't fit very well there, does it? That's a slight issue. We could do literally just a bench. No, we're not doing that. Because like I want something under these windows, right? Because they're like right there, but you've also got the archway that's right there. So, okay. We'll leave it as is for now. Maybe put some plants, actually. Some plants. You can never go wrong with a good plant. Okay, we can't reuse this one because that's downstairs over there. We just need some like different ones, really. Some variations of stuff. Suppose we could use this in one of the corners. Very modern vase though, isn't it? Vase, vase. Anywho, and then no, I don't really like that one. Maybe this one over here. Yeah, as long as it's not clipping into Froggy's room, it's fine. Anyway, but yeah, that should be fine. And then we'll make it pretty with some rugs. Some runner rugs. Okay, that one doesn't look terrible there, I guess. Sort of. We'll see, hold on. The main thing we're going for seems to be like the red theme, so we'll do that. Yeah, one hallway's slightly bigger because it needs to get to the stairs over here. So, actually, Kate's art studio is also smaller than Froggy's gym slash art studio? Dance studio. There we go. Do I like that though? We will leave it and come back. Although, do I maybe just try the deep red? See, because that looks more like slightly mauve, if that makes sense. Is that the correct color I'm thinking of? It's like slightly pink more than red. So I don't know. Could do the lattice one, hold on. There is a dark brown version, hold on. A modern rug. No. We need something like that. But do we prefer the pink? Or the like reddish pink? Well, technically that's like... What color even is that? Because it's like, it's pink but it's red at the same time. Like, is it a salmon pink? What color is this? Hold on. Afternoon lighting. Let's have a look. What color are you? Yeah, it's like pink, I guess. So, yeah, we could pink or red. That's what I'm wondering. Pink or red. I think I like the pink more because it's more muted, whereas the red feels a bit dark, but like also not quite the right color. Yeah. That is what we'll go with. Okay, then we need railings. Oop, don't do anything, please. There we go. So that's like that, and then get rid of that flooring there, so you can like look straight down. I don't like that does that, but we will ignore it. We'll ignore it. Ignore it is what we'll do. What to do with the space? I don't know at the moment. Okay, firstly, we obviously need a door for the balcony space. Do we use this door or some sort of fun door? I think we need a fun door, or at least something different.
Suppose we could get away with using that one, maybe.
It is kind of like literally right on the stairs. Like that is what other doors do we have? We don't really have many other sort of doors in that style, do we? Suppose we could use this one, and it is a single, so we could do that, and then remove that, and then we just, because I don't really like that it clips so much, but we'll do that. Yes, then it does sort of end up on the stairs again, and hopefully the Sims are okay with that, because sometimes it's like hit or miss whether they actually are okay with it or not, but we'll see. We'll see. What to do with up here? Honestly, first thought is, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. There it is. The telescope. Look straight out onto the horizon. And then furniture. We could have a cute little table up here. No, because that's more of like a garden table than a up here sort of table. I'm totally making sense. Yes, we can. No, do we? Don't we? I don't know now. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I'm like jumping around so much. It's fine. Just pure chaos. Wardrobe. Is that black or brown? That's brown. Brilliant. So yeah, I can either do that, or what I can do is... No, because if I do that, that's not going to work. Hold on. Go down one floor. Do that there. And then we need the double doors there. And then we need a chandelier of some kind. Should we use... I don't know if we will use this one, but we shall see. How badly? No, we definitely cannot use that. I suppose we could use it like over this end. Just dramatic ass chandelier. No, we can't. We can't use that. That would be funny, but we can't. Actually, that's a good question. Which one did we use? Would it be that one or this one? Yeah, this one. Okay. We can use this one though. There we go. Cute little chandelier now. Okie dokes. Then the thing that I actually wanted was the door frame. Not door frame. Archway. Archway is what I meant. Yeah, archway. And yeah, it'll be fun. Could have the bed like right there in the center. Yes, that's perfect. We'll have the bed right in the center, shall we? What bed? That could work. Or maybe that one. You know what? That's simple enough. We'll go with this one. Pop that to the side first, though. I want to make this dramatic. It's just about... Oh, wait. Will it... It might. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So, it doesn't like platforms, so never mind. I was going to do something really dramatic and have the bed on a little platform, but I can't be dramatic and have the bed on a little platform. Big sad. We'll have chandelier in the middle there, and that's about it, I think. And then maybe wall sconce on either side of what will be, I don't know, do we put an archway into the bathroom or a door? That is the question that we have now. It's this one, I think. Cute little archway. We could just use this here and maybe back here. Honestly, I might just use it for the entire bedroom, because why not? Why not? Not quite sure what this is going to be just yet. We'll figure that out soon enough. Bathroom though, bathroom stuff. This should be much easier. I think we'll have the toilet this side. That is very close, we don't want that. Hold on. I'll put that like there. I guess. It's this one. About there. And then the shower tub combo. Shower tub combo. Shower tub combo. Right in the center. Simple enough. Like that's the basics done. Could attempt something fancier with those, but I don't know. Have like a mix. No, absolutely not. Might just go with this one, just the same one as the rest of the house. A little bit easier. Honestly, bathrooms can be so boring sometimes. Like obviously I know not all bathrooms are boring, like there's some really good modern sort of ones where you do like all these like fun little like custom showers or like platform areas for like the baths and stuff, and I've done some really cool bathrooms in the past. However, for like an old sort of house, it just, you know, it doesn't really make sense. There you go. And then loo roll there, and then that there. And then I think we'll do the same as Alfred's. Our Alfred. Which isn't Alfred, it's Colt. We'll do that, and then... That doesn't come in a dark one, does it? And then, obviously, the amount of clutter that's here now is just ridiculous with all my CC. And I don't even have that much CC. Yeah. He will always be Alfred. No matter what we change his name to, he'll always be Alfred. I guess I could use this medicine cabinet, couldn't I? Could go along with that. That there with this one over here. Actually, I might do that and then see if I can fit this in. No, not really, if I'm being completely honest. It doesn't really work there, which is kind of sad. It's fine, hold on. If I just move that along maybe. Or, I don't know, rotate it. Rotate so it does fit suddenly. There we go. No, because then you can't really see that. The whole point is you're supposed to be able to see it. So, I don't know, maybe scoot it all the way along, but then, no, that doesn't work there either. Ugh. Annoying thing. Get that as close to there as possible, and then we need something to go in there. Something there, something there, something there. Unless I just don't use the medicine cabinet. And then kind of angle this a little. And then we can have a open hamper over here. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Not great, but it works. And even though this definitely goes against my better judgment, we're putting a fancy rug in the bathroom because a fancy rug looks better than a bath mat in the size of a bathroom. See, that looks better, like that fills up the space quite nicely. But like at the same time, just, oh, just... There we go. Towel that far away from the bath is certainly an interesting choice, but there's not really much I can do. I suppose I could delete a wall or something and see about doing this, because obviously it's going to keep trying to clip to these walls here, but then I could hang that there or something, but I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think that's that bathroom done at least. We just need a bathroom light and then a curtain. That and that. There we go. Perfect. And then the rest of the place needs sorting as well. Okay, surfaces, accent tables, and then now there's one that I decided ages ago I wanted to use. However, I don't know if it's still going to fit the vibes of the room. Because, like, this looks so cool. Like, I love it. But I'm not sure if it really fits the room anymore. Because, like, it definitely needs 2 bedside tables, you know? But I don't know which to, like, use. I could just go simple with it. These ones, which I also advised Kate to use on her stream last night. Because they're simple and they're small and they fit pretty much anywhere. But they're so plain looking. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. So there's that area there that's quite big, and then that area, I know I want a sort of like wardrobe space back here. So I might actually quickly separate the room off. Not actually like separate, but like do that. Could do that. And then you have like a vanity table there. And then like the actual wardrobe back there on that wall. You know, simple enough, I guess. We shall see, we shall see. But then yeah, this light is like almost useless over here now. I guess center it in like this little area. Yeah. I'm great without without using the grid now. I've been doing it this entire build pretty much. For the most part at least. Especially when I'm alt placing like all the way down here for the coffee table. And the immense amount of stuff all over Kate's room. And like up here. I've gotten much better at all the alt placing without the grid, but anyway, focus on the task at hand, which is this. How does that look if I do that? Yeah, I don't know. Just because it feels like it just suddenly ends, you know? Like, right in the doorway. Bro, what? There we go. See, it just like ends there. It's like such a harsh line, and I can't do what I usually do, which is when you have like a harsh line of different floorings, you can make it a little subtler with, which one is it? My favorite one to use is from Get to Work, which technically makes it like a line, but like that feels more deliberate, you know? I forgot what, I know there's like an actual term for it, like in actual interior design and stuff. There is an actual term for that. But yeah, it's like you put a little edge piece on the edge of the flooring when you have 2 different types of flooring. Yeah. Anyway. There we go. Undo all of that. I think I am going to do that over here though. But then it does that. And I don't like that. I don't like when it does that, meaning I have to change this. Which one did I use? Was it this one? See, because then that goes in and I don't want that. What about that one? That one doesn't clip. Might be able to use that one. That one does. Yeah, we could maybe get away with using this one then. How bad does that look? Not terrible, I guess. Not as good as like this one does, but it also means it doesn't clip in other places, so I suppose technically it is better. And then I've got to do it up here as well. Just, you know, making sure. See, then it does that. I've gotten a little bit distracted, but I suddenly remembered I wanted to do something fancy up here on the roof. Except it's not visible because it's a platform there. Yeah, not visible, which sucks. Never mind. Actually, I did want to quickly see. Yeah, even that's not visible. It's like literally the perfect height that nothing is gonna be visible. Never mind. I suppose I could always go the debug route with it, where I get like the pieces from debug, but that's a lot of effort and I don't want to do that. Could have wooden floors here. I still don't know what that room's gonna be. We shall find out together what that room is gonna end up being. Wait. Oh wait, yeah, I didn't put a window. Didn't put a window there. A little silly, but you know, whatever. I want carpet. Technically this is the one that looks like the fanciest, but also the grungiest at the same time, and I don't like it, so we're gonna go with this one. The really fancy looking one. Ta-da! Let's see, then we need a chandelier in here too. And then a dresser, but we want, you know what, let's just go show all and then dream home decorator. Super modern walk-in wardrobe space. Or ooh, actually wait, no, I can do something I used to do when I first started playing. So I actually really love this specific thing, like this specific kitchen cabinet, right? Because you can use it in this specific thing as like you can pretend that it's like a wardrobe, and another good one to do it with is the plain white version of this. Like it looks like a wardrobe, sort of. Like, you know those really nice built-in ones, like especially from IKEA. It literally looks like that, pretty much. But yeah, you can do that with a few of them. Like there's this one. I don't know how well this one will look, but we shall see. We'll do it in the light color so we can actually see the detail. Yeah, this one you can't do it with because it has like the cutoff, so you can have like a counter under it. You know, like ta-da, see? And then it like fits perfectly over the microwave and stuff. Yeah, this one you can't do it with because it has the counter like built in almost, like the matching counter built in. This one you can't do it with because again it has like the like the cutoff thing for counters to go under it. I think this one also does it. Yeah, can't do it with that one. this one you could, but like it doesn't look as good because it has the like plates and stuff. This one I think you can get away with. Yeah, this one you can get away with doing it with as well. Honestly, this one's supposed to be like the modern top kitchen cabinets, but like this one looks more realistic, if that makes sense. Like this looks like something, hold on, in a better swatch maybe. Obviously there's those swatches. Hold on. Yeah, so that literally looks like a piece you can get from IKEA, right? This does not. Like, this is supposed to be like the modern one, right? This looks like a kitchen cabinet, whereas this one looks like a wardrobe piece. And then I don't think, yeah, this one's another one where it like does the cutoff, so you can't do it with that one. This one you can't do it because it has, I mean technically you could, but it has plates in the top, so you know, I wouldn't suggest using it, but you could maybe get away with doing that if you're willing to put up with the clipping sort of stuff over there. But yeah, you can get away with doing that. And obviously Vampires is just a recolor of these ones. Hold on. Do it like that color. Vampires is like literally just a recolor of this one, but with like ornate detailing. So, you know, there's that. And then this one you can't get away with either because it again has the cutoff as if like the cabinet goes under it, you know. And then obviously these ones you can't get away with at all because it has the fine china on display inside. But yeah, so these are like the main 4 you can sort of like get away with doing this trick with. Anyway, I went on like a massive side rant. Hold on. Okay, get rid of the IKEA and that one. I'm debating between these two. Cause like this looks really pretty. Obviously it's from like Vampires, it's supposed to be like really old. But like it doesn't have the right like swatch, you know? Like even like the dark versions of this, that honestly looks so much better. Even though I really like the detailing of the other one. It's fine. And then, nope, not what I was trying to do. Hold on, this one. This one, that's the one we want. And then, where is, yeah, I was hovering over the correct thing, but for some reason I wasn't clicking it. Then you can use, I don't know if this is the correct one. No, it's not the right one. Is it that one? Yeah, I think it's this one. It's like supposed to be the matching one, I think. Supposedly. I don't know. There we go. Let's see about getting away with using that, maybe. There's the little one. Could maybe use this one. Well, let's pop it down and have a look at swatches. No, it only really has like the dark sort of swatches, I guess, because it's like very slightly off. Yeah. Never mind. that one and this one are from the same set, I think, so maybe this one? This one could maybe work. That's too dark. That's too light. Never mind, that can't work. The black's a little too dark. You know what, we'll go with that one. That one looks okay, I suppose. Because that's red and that's too dark a brown. And that looks like the correct swatch there, and then it's like mauve or something there. Yeah, we'll go with that one, I suppose. And then decorations, wall hangings, and then base game. Don't jump around, please. Then that there, and that one there. There we go. Wardrobe. And then we can do a vanity. A vanity, which is it? Is it storage miscellaneous? No. Where is it? Oh wait. Dumbass. Hold on. I can go back to decorations. I forgot I had the filter on. Of course. There we go. There it is. I forgot about this. There we go. This one should be okay to use. It's like relatively the same correct-ish color. It's fine. That light is annoying me. Move that out of my way. Clutter. We need tissue box. Suppose I could use shoes, but no. Well, maybe have a book. I'll decide later once I've gotten all the clutter I want, I think. Then okay, there's that and that. Honestly, these two things from Parenthood, absolutely love them. I use them so much. This I usually use as well. I don't use it too often, but I do use it quite a bit because obviously it's got like magazines and stuff in. But yeah. Then we could do these perfumes or these perfumes. I do like those ones. And then obviously nail polish. And then I think I'll have the phone for this room over that way somewhere. Somewhere that way. But yeah, that works. Ew, the toilets. Is that supposed to be like a play on eau de toilette? Or something like that? I forgot what it's called. Yeah, we'll use that because it's fancy looking. Of course. Let's see. So now we use the trick that I always like using, the lighting. Literally just to mark out placements of where stuff can go on the vanity. I guess I don't need to lift it, it's not that big of an issue. But there, and then just literally like there, just so I can mark like the center-ish. That is definitely not the center. About there. That's like the center, sort of. Close enough. Okay, then that can come off, that can go on just to get the placement. Everything can come off now, please and thank you. And then this one I think I'm going to place, I don't know yet. We'll work it out. We will work it out. Okay, just literally move that over to the side there. Let's have that there. Maybe that next to it. How far back can that go? That can go to about, yeah, about there. That'll be fun. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. There we go. Okay. Slightly angle it. Just because I really don't want it to clip too much. At least not somewhere noticeable like over here. Have a quick look. Yeah, that's fine. We have a bit more space over like this section here, so maybe this here with this there like that, and then the books like that, and then the nail polish like that. Yeah, that looks okay. Not great, but not terrible. Cool, cool. There we go. And then we can put that back in the middle. And then we can mess with all the swatch colors. Black, and then maybe blue, well, purple. And then that one, actually then, yeah, no, that doesn't have another one. Could do red. Yeah, let's do red. And then maybe brown, and then pink and white. And then dark sorts of colors. Comfort. We need a nice chair. Might just use the one from Vintage Glamour, just because it like matches. But then it is kind of like the odd one out in the house, I suppose. Yeah, no, probably best I don't. This one's from Vintage Glamour, but comfort, chairs, we go, where is it? Vintage Glamour. Yeah, it's only that one. We do all, I suppose there's this one, but that counts as this one and it's not going to clip to that. I suppose she's never actually going to sit at the desk, is she? No, I'm not gonna do that. I might still like use this specifically, but just go for like a different chair. Because then she'll never actually sit at this specific table. Da, 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 da. Like that. Technically she could then still sit at it, but I don't know, maybe angle it more. Just so it looks a little cooler, you know? And she can still access the chest of drawers that are behind. Yeah. That is annoying. Yeah, that looks okay. Could do a quick little thing, hold on. Copy that, do a quick line there. And then just because I want there to be a curtain. Welcome back. I'm adding a curtain because of course I need to have a curtain over the area. It just makes sense. Okay, I could do that. Or leave it. And have... Could do that. Yeah, that looks okay. Not great, but not terrible. Although... maybe I could... yeah, that looks okay there. There we go. And then we'll have Kate do a nice pretty painting for right there. Or maybe I'll actually just do a little fireplace. But then we'll still have Kate do a little painting for above the fireplace. Let's see. Could do the paranormal stuff. It is a pretty cute fireplace. Yeah, that looks okay. Not great, not terrible. Just fine. And then... I don't know. That below it. Just so you know it's not carpet that's below it. There's not really space in this room, is there? I'm like struggling a bit with the space. It's fine. Okay, this will need to be raised up to about maybe like there. Maybe I should have it on the other side. I don't know. Okay, when Girly is sitting in the tub... Sorry, I've literally just had an idea, so give me one moment to execute the idea. Something quick and easy to move. Although it probably never moves, so you know. No, that's too big. That's also probably too big. There's this, it's like a low-rise table. It's like there. And then it makes more sense for this to be on this side, because then she can get to it from like the chair that will be here. There we go. Back is killing. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with either the book nook one or where is the other one that I like? Oh, it's right there. The horse ranch. I really like using this one in this specific swatch, but it doesn't fit in this room. Suppose I could do red. Nah. The cream looks okay, but not great, really. I suppose just use this one then. This area is getting packed full of stuff very quickly. Like, yeah, there's no chance. Actually, it's a quarter tile wide. That's fine. She should be able to get through there. We'll find out at some point. I don't know. Maybe. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Let's see. We definitely want this. Which one do we want? What color? I think maybe this one. Oh, and of course it doesn't snap up there, does it? There we go. Do we make it bigger? Like a massive fucking gramophone? Massive fucking gramophone in the room. There's nothing else like up there, so it's fine. Ooh, wait. I have a better place for this right here. I'll need to find something else to put there, but it's fine. This is a very important object that will stay right here. With some flowers, maybe. Let's see, plants. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's see. There aren't really roses, are there? I mean, I know those were roses, like these are literally roses, but they're not red roses. You know what? Pink will do. It's fine. Everything's fine. Actually, can she get through? That might be a little less doable. Maybe like that. That should be a bit more doable now, I guess. Books. Loads and loads of books. We want the book nook kits for this. And then go show all. And then these right there, which is now making this less doable, but it's fine. Then there we go. Plant. Then thinking maybe having this on the bed, and then having a bookshelf up here would probably be nice. No, that one doesn't look quite right. Could use that one. Don't really want to use that one though. Yeah, we'll use that one. Have that there, and then this little basket is used by our version of Alfred, our butler, Colt. He brings books upstairs every now and then, so it's literally like a little library. I will request a book or something, and when I'm done with a book, it will go back in the basket, and Colt will take it downstairs, put it back in the library where it should be, and then collect up some new books and whatnot, and then put them in the basket and then bring them back upstairs. that is the idea. I like that idea. That is a nice idea. And then I'm thinking maybe this one over here. Those are like literally right on the edge, and those are now clipping. There's nothing I can really do about that, is there? Never mind. Moving swiftly along. I need electronics. Forget the book nook. Miscellaneous. And this is what I wanted. Cute little alarm clock. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Okay. Oh yes, wanted the... Hold on, does this count as... Yeah, that counts as a decoration, not as wall decor. Wall decoration, wall decor. We're all in the same thing. Not as a shelf, is what I was meaning. Because I needed this shelf. I needed this shelf. So I can do the little trick. So about there, maybe? Yeah. There we go. Nice and simple. I am wondering if maybe I should get something else. Just like something over here. Like, I don't know, a runner? Should get this one again. About there. That actually looks quite nice there. Anyway, there we go. Now I need to find a replacement for this decoration downstairs. It looked so good here as well. Oh wait, I almost forgot. We need to change the swatch on this. And am I ignoring this room right here? Yes, yes I am. Don't worry about that room. I have no clue what to do with it. I might just close it up for now and work out later what I want that to be. I don't know. Like, what even fits in there? Do I put a little desk? Hobbies and skills. What hobbies and skills are there? Yeah, she can have drinks up in her room. Like, why not? No, that's a little sad. That's just a little sad. We're not doing that. Huh. What to do, what to do, what to do. Indoor activities. What to do, what to do, what to do. There's not really anything to do. Do I just put more books? I don't know. Oh right, I also needed to do this here. That's really pretty actually, hold on. What about this one? That one doesn't have as pretty swatches. Okay, so I'll use that. but then I also want to use the bench, like the stone bench. I'll use the stone bench in the garden. I'll use this up here. And then I don't think there's a matching chair for that one, is there? I mean, there's this. But it doesn't. Oh wait, no, it does. It does have a matching swatch. Oh, that's actually so. No, I have to use that in the garden. I have to use that in the garden. It's so pretty. What do I put up here? I suppose I could just. A lot is happening. My phone is buzzing a lot. And Kate says to check the group chat. Okay. Hold on, now I can't see chat. We'll take a quick pause. Oh, that's really cute. Yo. Okay. Yeah, so I could put like lounge chairs. Like a lounge chair maybe. Bro, I don't know. I genuinely don't know at the moment. Like, this is a very specific aesthetic now. Hold on. We want them to match. They're very close to matching, but not quite. There we go. Do I like that? No, not really. But it'll do. Oh, my cat is crying. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okay. I want this curtain, I think. No, because I already started using this one. No, I can use this one still, because I actually want to use this one for once. There we go. And then, quick little thing there. And then, what did I use here? I can't really use that over the stairs, can I? Yeah, it's fine. Is that done? Am I done? Oh my god, am I done? No, no, I'm not done. I need to replace the vase down here. So close to be done though. Hold on. Okay. Yes, this. It's not as big as what was here, but funny for someone important. There we go. Actually, do we want the dragon? No, we'll get the dragon instead. A dragon for someone important. There we go. Okay, now are we done? I think we are done. Hold on, let's quickly do a... It would help if the furniture stayed where it needed to be. Let's just double check. Yeah, we can put all of that in the bin. Bin? Sell. We can sell that. Okay. We'll do it top to bottom. So, nothing else up here to do. Actually, yes, there is. For some reason that looks kind of odd. Did I not change stuff? Hold on. There we go. I missed some stuff. I thought I got everything. Okay, there we go. Now we've gotten everything. So, that is done. That room staying blocked off. Ignore it. We've got this, the walk-in wardrobe, the primary suite, done. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have it done. I was so close to thinking I was done. That is very sad for me. There we go. Now we're done. Literally, that is all I wanted to add. Was just so she can be like, I'm on the phone while in the bath. You know, very rich person thing to do from like movies and shit. Okay, so now start again. Okay, from the top. Nothing wrong there. Everything's good there. Yes, yes. Then I know for a fact this floor is done because I finished it forever ago. This floor is done. Again, because I did most of it forever ago. And then this stuff I'm very happy with for today. And then we've got Colt's section and then the laundry area. Oh my god, I'm done with the actual house. Let's go. Let's go, I'm done with the house. Finally, the house is done. I still need to do the garden, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Anyway. Okay, we have saved, and I think that will be all for today because I was only planning to do a short stream, and then this has definitely been longer than I originally planned. I was only planning to do an hour, and I've done an hour and 46 minutes already. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's all. I don't think I'll be streaming later tonight. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Probably won't. Probably won't. But we'll see. I might do a surprise continuation doing the garden. We'll see. Anyway, but I guess that's all. So, bye-bye stream.